Okay, so I want to do some hard work and use some of the concepts that we've just looked at. I want to, and I want to make sure, as I was saying earlier, that sometimes, obviously, we've got to talk about our training and our teaching, right? Before we start talking about teaching, giving us some insight into what we do, right? When I started training, 4 or 5 years ago now, there was no concept of internet and Google and YouTube and people asking questions and you get any answer you wanted, about application, etc. You train and you had no idea what you were doing. Like, I was on the showground for 6 or 7 years when I was a kid. So black belt beyond, I was picked up black belt at school, small tough black belt at school. And no one went picked on because I was black belt, national champion here at Karate. Had the end of life, right? But that was difference in there, which is cool, Woo! But anyway, nobody questioned. Like, you don't know, you know the Shihan times, right? We do. All those about outside, you don't understand it. You don't question. And it's kind of, you think about this afterwards, like I have been. You think, well, that was no good. But then again, it was good because the theory is training karate, learn, develop your body, develop movement, patterns, etc. Prove yourself in terms of having the discipline and the persistence to keep going at it, right? Rather than just wanting all the answers in 5 minutes. Does it make sense? This is one of the things. So there is some value to that. However, in this day and age, no one likes that. That doesn't cut it. Like, people not just want to know, but need to know. Like, it should be known. Like, when somebody comes and starts from the class, within the first lesson or 2 or 3, they should get an understanding of what some of the blocks they're doing mean. You're not going to give them everything. You don't know. I don't know everything, and you don't know everything, right? That's why we're here to keep learning. I've learned more in terms of karate in the last 2 years, say, than I've learned in the last 30 years. So, does it make sense? And that should be encouraging for everyone. We're unearthing and we're developing more now than we ever have. Because we're just asking different questions now. It sort of comes down to, like, what is important for us to know? What should we learn? What does this mean? You know what I mean? Rather than going, I don't know, maybe before me, so don't worry about it, just keep training. Yeah? So, we're asking better questions. So, I think one of those questions is, when a new student comes to the dojo, what should we be teaching them in the first few weeks to give them that spark of interest, that, wow, this is awesome. You know what I mean? And it's not just, make sure it's here exactly like this, and make sure it's like this, make sure it's exactly there, elbow must be in. Okay, that's great. Unless I know why, or elbow on it, that's more comfortable. You said elbow, I said, yeah, whatever, one day. This is comfortable. You know what I mean? That's comfortable. That's comfortable. No, we're straight. But, I'm just trying to give you examples, right? So, there's a lot of application in our basics basic techniques that we can start teaching straight away. Or at least showing in the first few lessons. Imagine a young child comes to the class and say, okay, and stuff, okay, here's what we're going to take home. Just one thing. Remember, grab my hand, and then this is the first document. That. Or here's the thing, grab my hand, that. You know what I mean? Or that. And I'll go home and I'll show that. One arm. Right? Or click on the little rock. Or bash up the older sister. Or whatever. But they'll do something and the parents will go, wow, that's pretty cool. You learned something. You didn't learn everything, but you learned something. As opposed to, they go home, how'd you go? maybe assuming that we're around the ground floor of this, and that's good because we've got to start somewhere. But you know, I know you guys can lot as well. So this is how much of this guy's over going through?
I just go through all the Shihan and all the stuff.
Even the theory of this stuff is important because sometimes I'll talk about it, and then 6 months later or 12 months, I'm back at the same spot with the same people, and they're like, oh yeah, we did that last year. Yeah, how did that go again? Like that. Oh, that's it. That's awesome. So you have been teaching that for last year? No, I forgot about it. The camp was great by the way. Come on, since I got Okay, no, so it's definitely absolutely important. Okay, so let's work in partners, let's get through some of this stuff. And in the near future, in fact, I think this weekend is the first sensei camp I'm doing in a long time. So I'd like to, if we get a chance to, get some of your feedback. We started collecting a bit of feedback from some of our, instructors around the place. And there's some great comments, great bits of advice and information that's come back where some local dojos they've just got an amazing community feel. You know what I mean? They run events, they have parents are involved, and they just do certain things that are simple that helps to create that. Like simple, like how could we have not before thought of this already? You know what I mean? So I'd love to get more of your, you might have some great ideas. You do in your dojo that everyone else should hear about as well. Yeah? Because collectively we can put all this stuff together and through the instructor website especially, we can start to share this stuff, share ideas. As you may know already, there's a lot of stuff on there, right? I don't know if you've been looking through it. Who hasn't got access to it? Has anyone not got access to it? Okay. So I don't know whether you just don't like it or whether they don't like you or whatever, or you just haven't got, for whatever reason, just see if you can get onto it. So I don't know what the reasons are to get onto it. Because I know that there are a few people that just, I can't get onto it. How do I get onto it? Well, they're giving us your email. Oh, no. We'll start with that. It's only, I know it's a big thing, but it might unlock some doors, like maybe give you a password.